Colin Kennedy Tick season is back on the Okanagan. Colin Kennedy stumbled upon one of the bloodsuckers while walking his dog. Kennedy was on the test of humanity road in Summerland last week, and he came home with an unwelcome passenger, a wooden tick. I thought it would be good to report this so people are starting to check their dogs for ticks now that the weather is getting better, Kennedy says. Kennedy also reported the tick to eTick. Internal Affairs knows someone who has probably encountered or had a tick over any period of time. They can be found year-round, but they bite most often from March to June. Tick lurk on a branch or tall grass, waiting for an unsuspecting person or animal to pass. They then lock onto their victims and bury their heads under the skin. Staying out of the woods does not guarantee that you will not encounter ticks. The most common area to find ticks is grasslands, but they can also be found urban environments, says Rob Higgins, an entomologist in the Biological Sciences Division at Thompson Rivers University Kamloops. Even when you think you're walking in urban areas, you can definitely get them out of town because you're rubbing against the grass on the sidewalks, he said. If a tick has bitten you, Higgins says the best way to remove is to take a pair of forceps or tweezers and slide it under the tick and pull back firmly, but not suddenly. It usually takes about 30 seconds of firm pressure to remove the tick. Must baisser. It is a Rocky Mountain wood tick. Western black-legged ticks, a species that Higgins says were rare in BC, can carry Lyme disease. There are about a dozen cases of Lyme discovered in the state each year, but about half of them originate outside the region. Tick can also carry other diseases, such as tick paralysis. According to Higgins, this disease mostly affects animals, and veterinarians and farmers see cases every year. In general, it is important to be careful, but most BC people don't like ticks. Luckily we don't have to worry too much about them here, he said. You definitely want to remove them. You want to keep an eye on your pets for signs of paralysis, but other than that we can consider the vast majority of them harmless. Have you had a close encounter with the insect species?